6, a Dodger land defeat. The Sox, a title team once again.
It's a dream come true. What a season. We knew we had a special team from the start.
We are the champions. And your Sox waking up champions after a dominant performance out in L.A., including a big win in Game 5. Live look at Fenway Park this morning. That's where the team took care of business in the first 2 games and all season long en route to winning 108 regular season games. That magic number, 119, the number of wins it took to win a World Series.
You said that all in one breath.
All one breath. Okay, good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the news station. I'm Chris Anderson.
And I'm Amaka Ubach. The celebrations are definitely continuing this morning. The Red Sox proving that they're the best team around, getting the job done in just 5 games. We have Team 7 coverage this morning from last night's win to the new series MVP. And, of course, the celebrations. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, we want to get to meteorologist Jackie Lair, who has a check of our weather. And, Jackie, I was just outside a little while ago. It's definitely raining outside right now.
Exactly. We're tracking those rain showers sliding their way from southwest towards the north and east. So a couple of those showers heavy at times, especially into north and easternmost parts of Massachusetts at this point. Boston, we just have some steady rain at the moment, but then that eventually slides its way out. Another line of, or at least batch of showers will continue to slide their way from the south and west over the course of the morning hours. In terms of temperatures, they're on the cooler side, upper 40s for most locations, low 40s out towards central Mass, and right around 50 degrees down towards the outer Cape and Islands. Over the course of the day today, here's a look at your morning, or at least your Monday planner. Showers, upper 40s by 7 a.m., 50s as we look ahead towards the middle of the afternoon as that rain tapers off. We'll see some emerging sunshine in some locations, and then decreasing cloud cover later on this evening. Temperatures right near 50. But we'll look ahead towards the rest of that 7-day forecast, all coming up in just a couple minutes.
All right, back to school, back to work for a lot of probably tired eyes this morning. Elena staying up late to watch the Sox win the World Series.
That's right. So maybe turn the music up a little bit louder so you stay awake this morning. Here's a live look at the expressway. We're slow in that northbound lane. It's going to be stop and go even before that. There's a breakdown right on the Braintree split in that northbound lane too. So that is causing a little bit of a backup on Route 3. 93 coming in from the north will be heavy too. There's one more problem in Chelmsford, to crash on Route 3 southbound right around the exit to Drum Hill Road, and there is a delay leading up to that as well. Your drive time on the expressway will be about 30 minutes right now. Only 12 on the Pike, 22 on 93 if you are taking the trains in. There's a 20-minute delay to Worcester train 504. Guys?
Red Sox are World Series champions. The team celebrated the epic win, popping bottles for champagne showers in the Dodgers visitors locker room. And the team made it rain there and celebrated into the night. Sox fans back here in Boston dancing in the streets outside of Fenway Park, celebrating the franchise's 9th championship title, 4th in 14 seasons. Now the city is waiting for the Heroes to head back to Boston to help continue that celebration.
And the Sox finished off the Dodgers in Game 5 with that pretty historic win. 7's Trey Dare is live at Dodger Stadium this morning with highlights from the game. Trey.
Yeah, guys, good morning. What a performance for the Red Sox. This team certainly taking its place among the game's all-time greats. We already know what they did in the regular season, 108 wins. Then they become the first team ever to top 2 100-plus win teams in reaching the World Series. Now they get to cement it all as World Series champions.
Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series. 5-1 the final tonight. And the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
Well, that about covers it for the Red Sox, going wire to wire, nailing down the 9th championship in franchise history.
I just thank them. Because it's all about them. They're very talented, but they're great kids too. It's a great group of guys. They deserve this and more, and can't wait to get to Boston and celebrate with our fans.
The Sox getting it done in Game 5 on the bat of the World Series MVP, Steve Pearce, hitting a pair of home runs, living out a childhood dream by winning a title for the team he grew up rooting for.
It sure is. It sure is. You know, this has been a lifelong journey, and to be here right now is a dream come true.
Pearce providing the power, and David Price taking care of the rest. 7+ innings of 1-run ball, winning for the 2nd time in the Fall Classic.
We're World Series champs. That's special. This is a very special team. We rallied together all year long, starting in spring training. So we'll see them all at that duck boat.
be smelling like champagne. How does this all feel to culminate here in LA?
It was great. It was great. Glad to be a World Series champion.
One of those things where you kind of don't ever expect it. You know, you always hope that it happens, and you always think it's going to happen, but so many things have to go right to get here.
How long have you dreamed of this moment to finally be able to get your hands on that trophy?
Since I was a kid.
And the dream is realized, and what an incredible ride it was for the Red Sox. And you look at some of their World Series heroes. Yeah, the stars were stars. J.D. Martinez hit a home run tonight. David Price, absolutely spectacular. But the guys that made the biggest impact, two people that weren't even on the team over the summer. Nathan Eovaldi, sensational all postseason long. And Steve Pearce, who is your 2018 World Series MVP. We're live inside Dodger Stadium at the World Series. Trey Dare, 7 News Today, New England.
MVP, more like MV Pearce, the left fielder, named the most valuable player, the first baseman, named the most valuable player after getting 2 big home runs in that game last night. Steve Pearce, who only joined the team 4 months ago, sitting a legacy in Boston, and he is going to be a legend here after piercing the Dodgers with defeat. For more on Steve Pearce's Game 5 heroics, we turn to 7's Nicole Oliverio, who is live at Fenway, and he's got Red Sox in his blood since he was a kid, Nicole.
Yeah, not bad, Chris. I mean, he grew up in Florida, but his dad's from Rehoboth, so he grew up being a Sox fan. So what a dream it was for him last night to be crowned the World Series MVP.
Congratulations, Steve.
He wasn't even on the roster when the season started, but when it was all over, there was no doubt Steve Pearce was the World Series most valuable player.
Best feeling of my life. You know, this is what you know, you're growing up wishing that you could be a part of something like this, and with that special group of guys out there to celebrate with them, that was awesome.
For Pearce, the MVP award capped off a storybook season. Traded to his favorite boyhood team in June, the 35-year-old is just the second mid-season acquisition to be named MVP. Sharing a special moment with his family after the game and with his dad, who grew up in Rehoboth.
I melted. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I know he performed real well, but still, I didn't think that was in the cards. But he's my MVP, I can tell you that.
Pearce taking over in the final 2 games of the series. A game-tying home run followed by a bases-clearing double in Game 4.
As Pearce hits one in the air to left center field. Back at the wall, there will be no zero. Pearce has got another.
Then in Game 5, this 2-run shot in the first inning and a solo shot in the 8th, finishing off an unforgettable World Series.
How you feeling, Jensen? How you feeling?
Good.
Yeah, she's feeling good. Yeah, it's just a great moment, and I'm so glad I get to share it with everybody.
This team has just been fun to watch all season long, and even though he was traded in, it was like he fit with the rest of the guys all along. That's the latest live from Fenway. Nicole Oliverio, 7 News Today, New England.
And David Price coming in clutch for the Sox, breaking his own postseason curse this World Series. Last night, the pitcher only gave up 1 run, helping to lead the Sox to the big win. 7's Carrie Corrado is live outside of Fenway with more on his dominant performance. Carrie?
Amaka, good morning. Many fans lost faith in Price after a rocky postseason, but he turned those tables. He proved that he belongs on a winning team, and even he was part of them becoming champions.
I always had belief in myself and my abilities, and to be able to come through, on this stage and in October for myself and for my teammates. I know I can do it now.
Price justifying manager Alex Cora's decision to name him the Game 5 starter, holding the Dodgers to just a run on 3 hits with 5 strikeouts.
He was the first one in the clubhouse. Most of the time he was the last one in the clubhouse. He just wanted to compete. And you could see tonight he was locked in.
I wanted to be out there. I wanted to have that baseball. I wanted to be special for my teammates.
When the postseason began, it's fair to say David Price was a huge question mark, but he turned the corner on his past struggles with a game-winning effort in Game 5 of the ALCS.
Struck him out.
And he carried that streak of success into the series. First with a win in Game 2, pitching out of the bullpen in Game 3, and then 7 strong innings to help the Sox finish it in 5 and put to rest any doubts once and for all.
To answer that question, in spring training, day and day and day and day, over and over and over and over. Anytime it got to September, playoffs, I hold all the cards now, and that feels so good.
So it's highly unlikely, but there is a small chance that Pearce could leave the Red Sox for next season. But right now, no talk of that, just all talk of celebrations. Live at Fenway Park this morning, Kerry Corrado, 7 News, Today New England.
Kerry, thank you. Alex Cora, triple threat now, winning his version of the Triple Crown, a World Series victory as a player, a bench coach, and as of last night, a manager. In Cora's first season on the bench with the Sox, he led the team to an iconic win with 119 wins, including the postseason. 7's Matt Rascone live outside of Fenway Park with more on Alex Cora, the man leading the way to victory. Matt.
That's right, an impressive record, and Cora getting some well-deserved praise from fans and players alike. He may be a rookie manager, but he is no stranger to the World Championship game.
Cora into center field. From third comes Chris. The Red Sox take the lead.
First as a Red Sox player in 2007. Then as an Astros coach last year. And now,
How proud I am of this group.
as manager of the Boston Red Sox, Alex Cora is a World Series champion.
People are talking about the Red Sox, and I'm proud of you guys, but honestly, thank you.
The win is the second year in a row that Cora has helped beat the LA Dodgers to take home the win, a championship that makes him the first manager from Puerto Rico to guide a team to the title, and just the 5th rookie manager to do it overall.
We had team breakfast in the hotel, and I was telling my daughter, I'm like, it felt like it was like summer league baseball, 15 under. You got parents coming to me and thanking me for what I did to their son. And I'm like, this is different.
The win in LA caps off a team record 108 wins in the regular season, and manager Cora is getting praise for handling the postseason like an experienced vet in his very first year.
I mean, to be able to, first of all, convince them to give me a chance to manage, that was hard work. And then to get the coaching staff together, guys that, I believe, I trust, and they did an outstanding job. And then to see these guys compete on a nightly basis and finally win it.
Asked whether it was better to win as a player, a bench coach, or a manager, Cora said, this feels better. Reporting live at Fenway, Matt Rascone, 7 News, Today New England.
All right, the big win, you know what that means. Fire up the duck boats. Another championship means another parade is coming to Boston, and it will be this week. We are waiting on an official announcement from the city on exactly when you can expect the celebration to get underway.
There's a few nice days weather-wise this week, so
I know, right?
Maybe we can make it all coordinate and coincide.
Dodge
Beautiful weather, and get out there and celebrate the Sox. Still ahead on 7 News Today in New England. We're following more news today, including a breaking story overnight as we switch gears here. Out of Indonesia, heartbreaking story, a plane crashed shortly after taking off.
And when the man accused in the deadly synagogue shooting in Pittsburgh is expected to appear in court.
6:27 and still ahead on 7 News Today in New England. We continue our World Series coverage. Let's give you a live look at famed Fenway Park. First 2 games there where the Sox took care of business. Boston Red Sox waking up World Series champions once again.
And the team glad to have Alex Cora as their manager after leading them to a historic season.
And the Sox couldn't be winners without this guy, Steve Pearce. Boy, talk about his heroics there. The first baseman bringing some serious heat from the plate, hoisting that MVP award.
Honda CR-V offers best-in-class cargo room. Like you didn't already know that.